Welcome back to Bay Sunday. He's been honing his comedy craft since the age of 8, has traveled nationwide with the likes of Sinbad and Bill Bellamy, and he's a fixture around Bay Area clubs. In fact, he's in San Jose tonight. Grew up in San Francisco, and much of his routine comes from his everyday life. He's a favorite here on Bay Sunday. Welcome back to Mr. Hannibal Thompson. How are you?
How you doing, Frank?
So it was around, Thanksgiving? I tweeted out to you. I go, hey, you want to be on the show in December? And you go, yeah, I'm in Toronto right now. Man, you travel all the time, don't you?
Yeah, I'm glad to be back home. I've been gone a month. Just as long as I've been home in like a month.
Give our viewers just a feel for what's it like to be on the road as a comedian. I mean, what's a day like?
To be honest, it's good and it's not bad, but you get lonely sometimes, you know. Yeah. But it's a lot of travel, a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Great to perform and to meet new people and just to experience new countries and new cities. It's great, but it can get a little lonely.
And you were gone for what, 5 or 6 weeks?
I was actually gone. The last month, I've been home like 3 days.
3 days.
Yeah. So I've been
nice to get in your own bed again, I bet, huh?
Yes, a lot of hotels, you know.
Yeah, I guess. Well, age of 8, you started kind of being a comic, and you were doing stand-up by, what, 12, 13?
No, I was doing stand-up. I actually started doing stand-up when I was 21.
21.
Yeah, like 7 years ago.
But you had some shtick by 12 or 13.
Oh, yeah. I was always the goofball to make everybody laugh. Never shy.
Yeah.
Never shy.
So this is in your blood. You always wanted to do it.
Yep.
And your dad was a big comedy guy, Kings of Comedy. I think we've talked about that, but you you kind of grew up with that, right?
Yeah, I actually wanted to do stand-up from the Kings of Comedy, you know, and stand-up was always one of those things that I paid attention to because of my dad, but I always was into the comedic acting thing. But I love stand-up. Stand-up is like my #1 thing now.
And your repertoire is about everyday life. You talk about your family, you talk about San Francisco, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, Frank, I even talk about you sometimes.
Texting you do. I saw your bit on texting. And LOL, man.
Yeah.
Like people put that, you were at what was it, cousin or son was at a funeral? He goes, yeah, I'm saying goodbye to my such and such, LOL. Or
right,
whatever.
Man. People text LOL. Don't even be laughing, you know, we text LOL.
What do you think of Donald Trump?
Donald Trump, what do I think of Donald Trump? Well, I just used the bathroom earlier, you know, before I came on the set, you know, so that's what I think of Donald Trump.
You don't think much of Donald Trump?
Nah, Donald Trump is like some type of pony, you know, that just thrown in front of the camera and look, it's a waste of time.
And as you go, are people just using him in routine after routine after routine? He must be fodder out there.
Actually, no. You know, people say something about him for a few seconds because you don't want to give him more, you know, attention. You know, just let him fade away and go away, and, you know, with his money. You know, we don't want to give him more attention.
You were on a USO tour.
Yes.
You were in Southeast Asia. We
were in Kuwait, Korea, Okinawa, Japan, another part of Japan also. We went to a lot of places.
Talk about that. What was that like?
That was great. One of the greatest experiences of my life, actually.
Yeah. Do you have a newfound love and appreciation for the military?
Yes.
What they go through? And,
yes, they really appreciate it. I was actually over there with Tommy Davidson, and
okay.
We spent a week, 8 days actually over there, and we were doing a lot of flying. Yeah. Saudi Arabia and Kuwait and Dubai and Korea, and it was... Every show was really fun, and they really appreciate us coming, you know, over there to perform for them. And I actually loved it. That was one of the highlights of my career so far.
And Dubai.
Yes.
What was that like?
It's amazing. They got like Bugattis for police cars out there, you know. It's crazy.
A lot of money there, that's for sure.
Yes.
12 Stories.
Yes.
Tell us about that. That's your new gig coming up.
It's my new comedy special coming up that I put a lot of work into it. Actually, a lot of us put a lot of work into it. I taped it at the Empress Theater out in Vallejo, California, about a year ago, I want to say, and still putting it together, you know, the editing and stuff like that, and actually it's going to come out on network television or Netflix. Not sure yet. Still ironing out the details, but it's great. Just a comedy special about how I grew up, and 12 Stories is actually a neighborhood here in San Francisco.
All right.
So it's a bunch of material about, you know, the Western Addition in San Francisco in general, and me. And
you, and your mentors, comedic mentors, who would they be?
I have a lot of them. Tommy's actually became one of my mentors, Tommy Davidson. You know, he's a really good guy. We talk a lot about just life, you know. Then we talk about the business and comedy and stuff like that. But Tommy Davidson, Rodney Perry, Mark Prince is another guy. He's a comedian, great comedian. But I have a few mentors. So I'm a real big listener.
Jim Gaffigan, he just blows my mind.
Yes.
Every time he comes up, I listen to comedy radio on the way to work sometimes.
Okay.
Stand up, and when he comes up, he just takes the simple things, you know, like ordering a Big Mac and just turns
that's
it
the
into.
beauty of. That's why that's similar to me. Like I just love comedy so much. I can sometimes throw the material in my pocket and take the littlest thing and just, you know, make a great bit about it.
And when you go out, you got a routine already, but you'll play off the audience. Are you just, your mind's always just going 100 miles an hour?
My mind's always going 100 miles per hour. I'll get to a city or a state, and I'll talk about the city and the state, you know. Make something I seen at the grocery store or at the airport when I got off the airplane. You know.
Welcome to Calgary.
Welcome to Calgary, right.
Have you done a gig in Calgary?
Actually, at Edmonton, actually.
Edmonton.
Edmonton, right. Western Canada. I've done there. I've been there like 5 or 6 times. I have a nice fan base there, and it's different.
Well, you've been in San Jose all weekend. Tonight in San Jose?
Tonight, San Jose with Tommy Davidson, 7 p.m. actually, at the Improv.
All right. Well, keep on keeping on. Thanks for coming in.
No problem. All the time. Thanks, Frank.
One of our best friends, Hannibal, here at Bay Study. For more information about Hannibal and his many gigs, you can check it out. Go to his website, HannibalThompson.com, HannibalThompson.com. That's our show, folks. A little bit of everything. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll see you next time right back here on Bay Sunday. Take care, everyone.